Prime here. Today I wish to show you and talk about something that I've been very excited about getting. I have already done a video on the JoyToy range of Warhammer 40,000 action figures, but I think the way things are going to work out, this video is actually going to come first. So look forward to seeing me frothing about how amazing these action figures are in a future video. But today we are going to crack open and have a fresh from the box look at these wonderful puppies. The JoyToy Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine Space Wolf Battle Pack Hunter Pack. It's a lot of words. So, yes, this arrived today via Shozi store, which is a Chinese reseller of toys, who I've been using to get these lovely things. They're not available over here readily. There are a few stores that carry them, and Games Workshop themselves, who produce Warhammer, do sell them as special orders via their website, but they're a little bit behind on the pre-orders, and if you order through them they take up to 180 days to turn up, which is a long time. I ordered the original Bandai Space Marine they did a little while ago from there, and it took forever to appear, and there were lots of pictures of them all over Asia, yet we didn't get them for a considerable amount of time. Anyway, so thus I've been getting these direct from China, which means I've actually got this pretty early. I haven't seen a lot of other people having hold of this set yet. I'm not saying that I'm one of the first people to have it, but I'm definitely one of the first people to have it. Anyway, so they are 1/18th scale action figures, so they're roughly sort of 3¾ inch, give or take, size, maybe a little bit bigger. They produce a few of their own ranges. There's some sort of military ones, there's some sort of spacey ones. They normally come with big mechs and stuff like that, and they're all very cool. I'll probably do a video on some of the other bits and bobs at some point. I have one figure to hand here, which I also use. So this is kind of the size of them. Yeah, they're sort of about 4, maybe 5 inches. Really super detailed, loads of amazing accessories, and really superposable. But yeah, so when they announced that they were doing Warhammer figures, I was really excited because I've always been a big fan of Warhammer 40,000, and my favourite army is Space Wolves. So when I found out these guys are coming, I got so excited. I also have a mech on order from them, which should be along soonish, which I'll do another video on. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the box. So the front of the box looks like this. It has four Space Marines JoyToy Warhammer logo, words, 1/18th scale, which means they are 1/18th scale. And they're on the side with alternate heads, helmets, not helmets. On the back, there's some more pictures of the dudes all posed up nicely, and a barcode and some information in languages. Here you have the Space Wolf logo, Space Wolfie, and on the top there's a Warhammer logo, and on the bottom is the bottom of the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this open. I already took off the cellophane because when I was trying to film it a second ago, it was just reflecting everything back and it looked awful. So I took that off already. Just going to pop the box open. Now the fun thing, one of the fun things about these toys, is that when you actually open the box, there's 4 boxes within the box. And to make it even more fun, they have like blind box packaging within that. Oh, I'm lying to you. They haven't done it on these ones. On these ones they've actually got the picture of the dude on the front of the box. On the on some of the other ones they had it as almost like it was a blind box. It was like, mystery, which one are you going to get? There's only 4. You got 4 of them in the box. It will be one of those 4. It's not really a mystery, but still, it was fun. So this is how they come. They come in separate boxes, and these boxes again, they're fairly sizable. This is sort of probably about 10 inches by about 7 inches, give or take. Ugh. Let's just pop the box down. Let's crack this dude open. So this one, let's see what his name is. It contains one 12cm collector's action figure and accessories, and then the same words in a different language. Doesn't say who it is. We'll find out. 15 plus. 15 plus. You must be 15 feet or taller to play with this figure. Oops. Just cracking open the little tape there. So I'm going to unbox one of these on camera, and then I'll do a little quick review of all of them separately, because seeing me do this 4 times will probably be slightly less exciting than, well, nothing. So anyway, sellotape to the front of his clamshell is this trading card, which is just reflecting my camera. It's all looking a bit awful, but anyway, nice little trading card there. It does not give him a name. Oh, it does on the back. He is Brother Berek. Brother Berek. Hello, I am Brother Berek. So, let's just pop this clamshell open. Try not to spread all of his accessories all over the place. Okay, we're popping it up. There we go. So, here we go. And what we have here is a very nice looking Space Wolf action figure with his non-helmeted head, his helmet, his bolt pistol, his backpack, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. His bolt rifle was there, and then there's alternate hands at the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to booth mode to have a proper look at these lovely chaps once I pick up one of the accessories I've dropped on the floor. Booth mode! Booth mode activated. Right, so here we have Brother Berek in all of his glory. He has now been released from his plastic prison, and all of his accessories have been reclaimed from the floor. So let's have a proper look at all of these. So here is his backpack, which is nicely detailed. Nice blue colour. It's quite clean. It's not. Haven't done too bad a job on the detailing. It looks exactly like a Space Marine backpack should. It has pivotable, venty things on the sides there, and yeah, it's nice. Definitely painted better than the McFarlane toys, which are really, really plain. I do like the paint jobs on these guys. So then we have a selection of hands, which we can swap out. His pistol. And his bolt rifle, which is what the Primaris Space Marines have as their customary weapon. They're a bit bigger than your standard bolt gun if you're up on current Space Marine weaponry. And it has a removable ammo clip, which is really nice. Pop that back in there so you can pose him, put in bullets in his gun if you wish. And here is, let's get his helmet as well first. There's his helmet, very nice, Space Marine helmet. And here he is. So, as with the majority of Space Wolf painted models, he appears to be of the red-headed persuasion. Sort of dry brushed detailing there onto his head with a little bit of bionics and a service stud. Paint is not too bad. It's a bit dodgy around the back of that there, but it's not too bad. And a nice winged skull on his chest there. And his pack markings on the right shoulder pad. Yep, trying to get my left and right model around the right way. And his Space Wolf symbol in that lovely yellow. And it's got a sort of Space Wolfy icon that sort of fits into his chest there. Not sure if that's removable, don't really want to anyway. And what Space Wolf would be complete without a wolf pelt to show his prowess of killing wolves on Fenris. Holster for his pistol at the back, other pouches and whatnot, as if he were a Rob Liefeld character from the 90s. So many pouches. Let's have a look at the posability. So let's start with the head. The head can rotate through all of the degrees and has a fair bit of movement, sort of ball jointed-esque. There is a secondary ball joint within the, as you can see with the helmet, it's sort of ballish, but it has a ball joint that goes inside it. So you can pop out, swap over the heads. The shoulder pads are posable, so you've got a bit of play with those. The arms themselves, they actually pop out of the body, so you can get some additional range of motion. For most poses, you're not going to really want that to happen, but it does help if you're sort of positioning him with like holding his gun with two hands or something. So the arms got full range of motion in the shoulder, and they can come out quite far. So again, this is where you find the additional bit where it pops out quite handy, because you can put his arm out. It's not hugely far. Sort of the shoulder pad gets in the way of that, but that's pretty cool. And there is a bicep swivel there. The hands, actually, that's better. These ones, they've got really quite rubbery hands. Some of the other ones that I've had previously, their hands have been really solid, so it's been a bit of a scary prospect putting weapons in their hands, but this seems to be a bit better. We'll see how well they hold them in a second. They have double elbow, which gives you a fairly good range of motion, but again, the shoulder pad does get in the way of a full range of motion there, but it's not too bad at all. And the hand is on a small ball joint, which you get a fairly decent range of motion out of that. The body, the top half of his chest, is on a ball joint to his midriff there, so you've got a fair bit of movement there. And his sort of torso section, belly, tummy, abs, whatever. Again, that's on a ball joint on his waist. The belt is a separate piece, so that has a limited amount of posability as well, in that you can change his position. But yeah, he's got, go forward, look up a little bit, not a huge amount, but some. Onto the legs. So the legs, you have fairly decent amount of movement in the hips, out, not too far, and then front and back, not so much, limited by his butt plate. And again, double jointed knees, so you can pretty much go all the way backwards. There's a kneecap piece there, but obviously it doesn't look particularly good from the side or from the front. It's just for doing decent poses. The knee pad isn't a moving piece, it's attached to the bottom half of his legs, and then his feet have a decent range of motion. They are pivotable to a degree, and they can go forwards and backwards, and they have a toe pivot. So yeah, so that's basic posabilities. Let's give him some weapons. Let's pop his. This is the gun holding hand, so let's see what these new rubbery hands are like in terms of holding the weapon. So that's actually, it's pretty stable. It doesn't fall particularly easily. Got a good wobble on there, so you can see it's not falling, and you can stand with it. It's quite a chunky weapon, but it is quite light, so it isn't too bad. He can hold it out quite well. Decent range of motion there. Compose quite well with that. Sort of lunging forward with his. Whoop. Yeah, that works quite well. No issues there. And then the other arm, you might want to pose differently, or maybe give him more of a fist, perhaps. Pop that out. Oh, they pop out much easier now. I had so much trouble with the other hands, but getting them back in is always a slightly more difficult prospect. Just give it a good twist. Oh, there we go. Yeah, fine. Not bad at all. A little disappointed it doesn't come with any bladed weapons. You'd think a Space Wolf would have some kind of hand-to-hand combat weapons, but not 100% necessary, and not a deal breaker. I've completely forgotten to put his backpack on. Let's just pop that in there. There we go, satisfying clunk. The plastic quality on these is really nice. They're solid. I'm not panicking that it's going to break at any given moment, but also it's not a cheap material. It's not like the McFarlane figures. They're a sturdy, play-withable plastic, whereas this is a more detailed plastic. It's a harder styrene, and it's really nice. Yes. Right. Okay. So that is him. If I just sort of pan up a little bit, zoom. There we go. And we have him with some of his Space Marine brethren. Let's just pop his head off and swap it for the helmet. It comes off quite easily. And the helmet. A bit tricky, but a little bit of force, unfortunately, and it should pop on easy enough. Always a little bit. There we go. Scared of doing this. There we go. That's lovely. Isn't that quite cool? Space Marine with his Space Marine helmet, looking all Space Marine-y. Yeah. I prefer the other head. Oh! No, that's not supposed to happen. There we go. So it appears that there's a separate neck piece, which mine just fell out. Don't want that to happen again. There we go. Other head back in. Let's pop him there. And I'm going to now just get the other ones out of the box, and magically this video will transition to more Space Marines. Like magic. And we're back. Seamless, I'm sure. So here we have the whole squad together. So I have their names here on their cards. This is Pack Leader Erik Icefang, which is, I mean, it's a name. Space Wars are all very much Viking-esque, so giving him a Viking-y, Erik-y kind of name. And Icefang is, you couldn't get really much more cliche Space Wars, really, could you? Okay, so he is the pack leader, which means that he has a few extra details and a few extra pieces, including, I was complaining about not having any close combat weapons, he has this meaty chunk of a chainsaw, which is quite awesome. Slightly disappointed the blades don't go round, but I can live with that. It's only a 1/18th scale figure. There's a little bit of a paint boo-boo there. They dry brushed the wrong colour a little bit. It's not a deal breaker for sure. Again, lots of nice little details, some sort of runey things that sort of attached to his shoulder pad there. And he has another knife and the same pack markings as the others, and a few more runes and wolf teeth festooning his breastplate there, and the knife with a little wolf head there, and the knife actually comes out of the sheath, so that's a nice touch. Got him equipped with his pistol and chainsword. He does also come with the bolt gun. They all come with the same accessories for interchangeable hands. A bolt gun, also the bolt rifle, and the bolt pistol, and they all have the helmets. The helmet that popped off earlier, that does sort of pop in and pop out, so that's not an issue. So yes, that is pack leader Erik Icefang. Very nice. Looking forward to doing some dynamic chainsaw wielding death poses with him. He's actually pretty special. Let's pop him back there. Next up we have Brother Wulfgar. Again, all out on the names here. Again, he's an imposing chap, just your basic Space Marine. He's got a wolf skull totem there. Same bolt gun, same hands. Really, I just love this head. It's so cool. The Mohican, the scar, the mutton chops. Oh, he's just all round awesome. Like a awesome dude. Yep, nope, he's very cool. Really liking him. He just, I don't know why, he just seems a bit more chunky than the other ones. I think it's just the way he's posed. He just looks more imposing. He's just got his arms out a little bit more. And this dude, he has pretty much exactly the same detailings as the first guy. So this is Brother Kiarl. Carl with a J stuck inside it for some reason. He's pretty much got exactly the same stuff that Brother Berek had. I've got him posed with his hand holding onto his gun. I was holding it a bit better earlier, but anyway, because the rubbery hands don't allow you to actually grip the grip a little bit. Anyway, a little bit more anyway. Yeah, so two-handed action there on his bolt rifle, and again, same details, wolf pelt. And possibly the least interesting head, but he does have a very cool handlebar moustache, and possibly the angriest of all the faces. Angry Space Wolf Man. Yes, so that's him. So that's autofocus, terrible focus, bad. And that's them. So this is, I think, I'm not sure which set this is now. There's 3 boxes of 4 Ultramarines. There's the Ultramarine Librarian, there's the Invicta Warsuit, there's the Blood Angels Death Company, which I don't own yet, there's the Space Wolf Invicta Warsuit, there's the Space Wolf Wolf Pack, Hunter Pack rather, and there's also a Space Wolf Invicta Warsuit. Or did I say that already? I forget. And the Intercessor Ultramarines, which I'm going to crack open in a minute. They are just, they're so nice. They're just so much fun. They look so good on the shelf. If you're even a remote fan of Warhammer 40,000, you can't stop but see the appeal of these figures. If you're just a science fiction fan, they're just imposing sci-fi badassery, and they just look incredible. I am trying very hard to not purchase every single one of these figures, but I'm well, failing miserably. They've got Chaos Marines coming out in the near future. They're on pre-order at the moment. They've got a whole slew of other miniatures that they're intending to release. There was a leaked sort of release schedule that came out a little while ago, which just had just hundreds of figures. The world is their oyster. Assuming that these actually sell well, I cannot see them stopping anytime soon until we have literal armies of figures to play with. Mech suits and dreadnoughts and all sorts of demonic beasties could possibly be on the way. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about these now because it's time for my dinner. But oh, they're so nice. They're so nice. And yes, I have been Onimus Prime. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go have my dinner.
Fingers on plastic.